Good morning from Sabiha Gökçen Airport in Istanbul. It's 31st of December 2025 and I'm flying to Kayseri, Cappadocia. But now I'm facing an issue because all the flight in the morning has been cancelled. They have cancelled the flight due to bad weather because this is the first day, I think, if I'm not wrong, that I think it starts snowing in Kayseri and even in Istanbul as well. So, yeah. I have just canceled the flight and I have just arrived. It's 4 a.m. now. My flight was initially supposed to be at 7 a.m. Now I have to figure out a new way going to Kayseri. Initially, my plan is to arrive this morning in Kayseri at like around 9 a.m. and then I'll book a hot air balloon tomorrow morning for like, 1st of Jan. I want to do like sunrise hot air balloon. And then actually this evening, I was planning to do horse riding for like sunset horse riding on 31st of December, so like the last sunset of the year with horse riding, and then first sunrise in the morning tomorrow with hot air balloon. But now I guess I have to change my plan. Let's see, I will try to book the new flight first and then I will see which flight that I managed to get myself to Cappadocia. Alright, I have managed to book my new flight. So the new flight is with Turkish Airlines, departing from Istanbul International Airport at 4:25 p.m. today. So I still have 12 hours that I have to sort myself out because now it's like 4:30 a.m. in the morning. I think one thing to share is that the price difference are crazy though. So initially when I booked with a jet, departing this morning at 7 a.m., I paid only 2,700 Turkish lira, but now with Turkish Airlines, I have to pay 9,700 Turkish lira, and it's the last seat for today. Unless it has to be super late night flight, and even the late night flight has only one seat left as well. So yeah, this is the only flight left today that would take me to Cappadocia before it's getting too late, right? So yeah, and it's a business class last seat, so hopefully it's not a standby seat that I could kick off the plane. But yeah, let's see. Anyway, yeah, if you're planning to traveling on, you know, New Year's just like me, then yeah, maybe just bear in mind that this could happen to you as well. Alright, now because I have 12 hours to spend in Istanbul, maybe I will just go visit the town. I think there is a outlet nearby here. I think it's called Airport Outlet or something, if I'm not wrong. Maybe I will try to visit that outlet, and then from the outlet, I'll just go straight to Istanbul Airport, making my way to Cappadocia. Right, I have spent my time to change my plan. Right, so basically, I know I said that I might go to the outlet, but now I realize that if I go to the outlet, I might have an issue with my next flight to Kayseri just because the time that it takes from Sabiha to Istanbul airport is 2 hours. So I've changed my mind. I'm just gonna go straight to the new Istanbul airport, and then from there I will find a place that I can store my luggage, and then maybe I'll just go visit Hagia Sophia, or maybe I'll go to Taksim or somewhere. I'll decide over there. But just to show you that there is a website that you can check the departure time of the bus from Sabiha to Istanbul International Airport. Now it's 5:15 in the morning. The next one is gonna be 5:50. So I'll take this one, arriving at Istanbul Airport around 7:50-ish, and then I'll take it from there where I will go next. And one of the reasons why I need to go to the airport very early is because I'm trying to do online check-in, but for some reason it doesn't work for me though. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out if I still have a seat or not. But yeah, it say that I have to do only check in at the airport check-in counter. So yeah, I'll be there a bit earlier than I thought. If I can do online check-in, then actually I can just be there like, hour and a half before the flight, then it should be fine. But now I guess I just have to spend maybe 2 hour and a half or something, yeah, before the flight, just so that I can make sure I have a seat so that I can go to Cappadocia. So for now, I have 30 minutes before the bus depart from Sabiha to Istanbul International Airport. I'm just gonna buy a ticket online. Going from Sabiha to Istanbul Airport is 400 Turkish lira. Oh, let me see if I can do that. Alright, it works. So now I have got my ticket. Alright, now that I have got bus ticket with a QR code that I can use. Now my next issue is to find where to board the bus. I have 20 minutes to figure out where to board the bus. Alright, now I'm outside the airport. I'm following the sign, going to the public transportation. There are a lot of taxi are waiting here as well though. So if you're thinking of taking a taxi, there's so many of them here. I'm just going to take the Howitz 13 bus, which I'm super sure is somewhere around here. I just need to find it. Oh, I think I found it. It's very easy to find though. This is like, on the ground floor, on the arrival hall. So from the arrival floor, we just cross the road and then the bus is over there. I don't know if you can see from the video, but yeah, it's that one over there. Alright, I'm just gonna go there and board the bus and see if the QR code would work. There are a lot of other options though, right? I think there are so many lines going to a lot of places. So depending on where you're going, then yeah, you can check the option on the website as well. But yeah, this is the one I'm taking. Howitz 13 going to Istanbul International Airport. Now it's 5:40 in the morning and we have boarded the bus. So when you leave the luggage, then the bus is gonna give you this tag so that you can claim the luggage later. On the bus is a tray table and I don't know if you can see from the video, but there is an electric socket here as well that you can charge with the USB charger. So yeah, they did stuff, walk in and check if you have a ticket or not. So I just show him this and then yeah, that's basically it. Alright, the journey is gonna take 2 hours from here. So by the time I reach Istanbul airport, I'll find a place to store my luggage. Alright, see you at Istanbul airport. It's around 7 o'clock and we have already arrived at Istanbul International Airport. So I guess if there is no huge traffic, it would take around an hour, 20 minutes-ish to, from Sabiha to arrive at Istanbul International Airport. The bus had just left. So from here I will find a place that I can leave my luggage and then I'm going to fly away to maybe do a bit of stop visit in town. Alright, I'm now at the check-in counter. I see that, almost every flight is a check-in open. Maybe I will try and see if I can just do a check-in now. Just so that I don't have to, leave my luggage somewhere else. But anyway, yeah, one thing I noticed as well is that there's so many flight canceled today. Like, yeah, even from here as well in the morning, I think flight to Kayseri or even to next year in Cappadocia also cancel. But in the afternoon, it's not canceled yet, so hopefully it works. And since I was forced to book a business class, and I'm gonna try asking them at the business class counter over there. So they have a dedicated, separated row for business class. Hopefully it works though, so that I don't have to spend more money to leave my luggage at the airport. Alright, so that business class lounge or dedicated check-in area is actually only for international business class. For domestic business class, she said I need to go to row D, and she said there will be a dedicated check-in counter. I asked her though if I can just do advanced check-in. She didn't say no to that, so maybe I'll try asking again at the check-in counter and see if it works. Alright, we are now in row D, and I see now there is a dedicated check-in line for business class passenger. Maybe I'll go and ask the staff first if I can just, do a very early check-in, and hopefully I can. Alright, I have asked the staff. She said that I can check in advance. So yeah, I have to go and change my outfit. And there is a toilet nearby, over there, very close to the counter. So yeah, I went and changed. I decided to wear blue because I'm going to visit the Blue Mosque today. So let's see. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna go to the check-in counter now. And yeah, I'll fly away from here to the Blue Mosque. Alright, I have now got my boarding pass, and now is not even 8 a.m. yet. My flight is at 4:30 or 4:50, I can't remember p.m. But yeah, it was around 4 something p.m. Anyway, yeah, so it's nice though that they open for a really early check-in and luggage drop, right? So now I can travel in the town without having to leave a luggage in the airport. Since I, was kind of forced to fly business class this time, because I didn't plan to, fly business class at all. I was planning to fly something very cheap. But anyway, since I'm flying business class now, I'm going to visit the business class lounge as well, just to give you a tour and see, what it has inside. Yeah, so the staff told me that I am eligible to use business class lounge 4 hours before the flight time. So basically, I think I'll have to be back here by like around 12:30 or 1 p.m., right? Just so that I can really utilize the business class lounge. Yeah, so from now, I'm just going to fly away, going to the Blue Mosque, and then yeah, I'll see, yeah, where else to visit. Right, to go to the public transportation, you just follow this sign for the highways, the public transportation. I think one issue that I have now is that I haven't got cash with me at all, right? Because the plan is actually to maybe fly there and get some cash over there in Cappadocia. But maybe if I find some ATM, I'll get some cash first. I have some USD though, but I don't think that works here. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't have any cash with me at the moment. I will see if I can pay the bus by card or not. If I can pay by card, that would be great. So that, I can maybe I can get some cash later. Alright, so yeah, after we follow the sign, here is the bus station. I just have to find the right one that I have to take going to Cappadocia. And I found the ATM next to this one. Maybe I'll get some cash first. I'm not sure why the ATM doesn't work though. It is, it doesn't give me a cash. But at least I see something though. I see that, every 5,000 Turkish lira, they will charge you 700 Turkish lira for transaction fees. Because I try with 10,000, then it's increased to, 1,400 Turkish lira. I was like, wow, okay, that's quite quite a huge charge though. Anyway, yeah, so I went and asked the staff at at the ticket office, and I was like, is there any way I can pay by card? And she was, oh yeah, you can pay by card. Just like, just pay by card on the bus, and then that's it. So I was like, oh, okay, wow, okay. Then I don't need a cash for now, I guess. So yeah, I'm just going to walk to the bus. She said the bus number is number 11 for the one going to Sultan Ahmed. And then, yeah, I'll try paying by credit card on the bus. Alright, here it is, platform 11 to Sultan Ahmed. The next one is at 8:30. Now it's 8:30. Okay, it's 8:29. Okay, so I think it's coming very soon. It's not this one though. Maybe it's this one. No, not this one. Okay, maybe the bus is coming. Yeah, the price is 315 Turkish lira, and then it say here, so that your credit card on bus, even cash at ticket office, or we can even purchase to mobile application first. And yeah, I think it's coming every 45 minutes, so make sure that you plan well if you are going to use public transportation. Alright, so you pay by card, you will get a receipt like this. Right, so we have just arrived at Sultanahmet, and we have the bus stop at the like bus parking. So we're gonna board this bus back again to the airport later. I hope this is not the line for the bus though, but it looks like it's a line for the bus. I see, yeah. I think this is a line for the bus back to the airport. So that is where the bus drop us at the parking lot. And here is the Bumos. It's very close though. It's very time efficient though if you don't have, so much time and you want to visit like Sultanahmet or Hagia Sophia, right? Then you just take a bus. It took like 1 hour ish, like 1 hour 15 minutes from the airport to the Sultanahmet. I've been here for so many times, so actually, this is might be my fourth or fifth time now to the Blue Mosque. I think since 2016, if I'm not wrong. And I think every time I came here, I think they're still, renovating. So it was very interesting though. I think it has been 8, 9 years now. Yeah, since the first time I've been here. And each time, I think every part of the mosque has been, under renovation. I think that's the line getting into the mosque. Wow, the line to the mosque today is insane though. It's like from back there up until here, and they even a queue on that side as well. Uh, wow. I don't think I will get a chance to get into this time because of the time limitation that I have. But it's very beautiful though inside. If you haven't been here, I recommend you to come. Look at this, so beautiful. I think the queue that people are queuing back there is to get inside the mosque, which is another beautiful part as well. I think for this time, I'm just gonna take a photo from outside, just so that I don't spend too much time queuing. Yeah, taking a few photos at the outside of the mosque. Now I'm just walking around. It's quite cold though. This is 31st of December. It's quite cold though actually. I think it is around 3 degrees Celsius. But it's not like the worst cold though. And I know this morning when I said that my flight got cancelled because of the snow, I think on my way, landing from the flight to Istanbul, when I look outside the window, I can see like a tiny snowflakes as I into the plane engine. But then when I land, I don't see snow on the floor on the ground though, which is interesting. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna walk around here, enjoy here a bit, and then maybe around 11:30 or 12, I will go and queue at the bus so that I go back to the airport and then boarding our flight to Kayseri. And one thing I want to shout out though is to the hostel that I'm staying in Cappadocia. I'm gonna tell you why. I booked this hotel. Usually I haven't stayed in a hostel for quite a long time though, right? Just because when I travel alone sometime I'm a bit like, cautious about where I will place my stuff, I will keep my stuff. But then I read the review of this hostel and it was so good. So I want to give it a try, and then yeah, the service has been top notch. Like I asked them to help with like airport transfer booking, with hot air balloon, with horse riding, with everything. And even last night, when I know my flight got cancelled at 4 a.m., I text them. They even respond super fast, and they was like, "Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. We're gonna cancel the the airport transfer for you." And then I asked them to shift the horse riding from today to tomorrow. Everything is fine. So yeah, it's been very good so far. When I reach the hostel, I will give a review on how it's like, staying in a hostel. It's almost 1 p.m. and now I'm in the departure area for domestic flight. And just to show you what it has inside here though. Alright, so from here I'm just going to go straight to the Turkish Airline Lounge for domestic. Actually, on the way to the airport, the hostel contacted me and then they said that the hot air balloon for tomorrow is cancelled due to bad weather. So yeah, it's too bad. So I guess I will have to try my luck again on the 2nd of Jan. But yeah, that could happen anyway, right? Because of the weather, and even the flight this morning was all cancelled. So I'm not surprised that, if it will be the same for tomorrow, then even the flight or the balloon might be cancelled tomorrow. But let's hope that they're going to resume on the 2nd, because that is my last day in Cappadocia though. Alright, here is the Turkish Airline Lounge at gate G3F. I think this is a temporary one though. It seems like they are renovating something, so that's why they are They are placing the entrance at the gate G3F at the moment. But let's see. Alright, so here is the lounge. So basically they check your ticket before you board the bus. And then, oh, there's so many people in the bus. Oh, there are so many people in the lounge. Alright, here are the food options that I have picked. So this is cheese bun. I think this is cheese and olive cake. This is lentil soup, chicken soup, and coffee, and drinks. And basically here is the charging station. Alright, I'll give it a try to see how it tastes. I'll first start with the coffee. It's good. This is chicken soup. The chicken soup tastes nice though, I like it. I will try the lentil soups. It's more like a lentil with maybe some tomato. But I like the chicken soup a lot. Overall, the food is great. It's just that, the protein option is a bit less. Most of them are carb though. But anyway, yeah, it tastes good. So these are board inside the lounge as well, so that you have to check which gate you are boarding, and then from the lounge there will be a gate, right? And then the bus will come and pick you up. So for the flight to Kayseri, this time it's boarding from gate 5. So you have to board, and then yeah, the bus is going to drop us off at the boarding gate. Alright, see you in Cappadocia.
Başvuru dolaplarını yerleştirirken koridordaki geçişe müsaade ediniz. Teşekkür ederiz. Dear passengers, please do not block the aisle when stow your luggage under the seats and in the overhead bins. Thank you.
Arrived at Cappadocia. Alright, I have just got my luggage. Now I'm going to see if the transfer that the hostel has booked is waiting for me. I think it's this guy. I think it might be a share car, yeah, because I think there is another Japanese group as well going together with me. It is now 6 p.m. Oh great, it's a big transfer car though. So the bus is pretty big though. sitting in the back row. There's spaces that they can keep luggage and keep it in the back here. One nice thing about this bus though is that there is a charging station here. So you can charge your phone while on the long journey to Cappadocia. It's gonna take around 1 hour from here to Cappadocia. Right, see you in Cappadocia. We have just dropped off one family. So now I just me left in the car going to my hostel. It's quite a traffic around here, so the driver dropped me off and then yeah, he's walking me. Ah, all right, thank you so much.
Have a nice holiday.
Have a nice day. Happy New Year. This is the okay. This is the hostel that we are staying for 2 days. So I have booked a bunk bed. So I was assigned to the bunk bed number 9, which is on the top one. And as you can see, they have given you all the pillow and stuff. And then there is a electric socket that you can use. And one thing to remember is that, they give you a locker as well, but make sure to bring your own keypad. There are 3 showers in this hostel. Let me show you one of them. I don't know, it's the how do I switch on the mic? There must be somewhere here. Okay. Maybe I'm dumb. I'm so dumb, it's just out here. But because when you look like this, I don't see it. Right now I just saw it. I was just like, how can people use the toilet without switch on? Okay. Now I can see it. I'm super sure it's come with warm water. Yeah, so it's very nice and clean toilet. So it's toilet and shower in one. There are 3 toilets and shower in this hostel. Alright, let's get to our bed. So for privacy, there is a curtain that you can, close and open. And also, yeah, there is a shelf that you can place some of your stuff, electric socket, and there is this mini light that you can, switch on just so that you can see stuff. And then they have give you a pillow and blanket. And also the guest house also provided with a towel that you can use as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the pretty nice and cozy one. I have just checked in at the hotel, unpacked my stuff, everything. Now it's 9 p.m. I'm just going to walk and then see, if there's anything I can enjoy in town. I asked a hostel and then he said that there will be celebration tonight. I'm not sure though if I will stay up until midnight. I'm a bit tired though. But let's see. Now that I don't need to wake up super early tomorrow, maybe I might consider that. But yeah, just to show you the difference between Istanbul and Cappadocia, right? So it's snowing here. Like snow. I think that's why my flight was cancelled this morning. Even the balloon is cancelled. Like even tomorrow the balloon is cancelled. I asked the hotel staff, he said that it has been cancelled for quite a few days by now. He's not even sure if I would make it for this trip because I stay only for 2 days, right? So he was like on the 2nd of Jan there is a chance. Not super high but medium chance. So let's see. Anyway, if you're coming during this time, make sure you bring a shoe with good grip because the floor is quite slippery as well. There's so many people here though. I think everybody are just thinking similar to me that they would like to come here for a New Year celebration. I actually asked the hotel though. So he said that I'm the last guest who booked the hostel because I booked with the last minute though. Actually, I booked just maybe 4 days before this trip started. I just made like really last minute decision that I would like to come here instead of spending New Year in my country. So yeah, very interesting though. I don't know what they are doing over there though. Looks like I don't know. I don't know. And just so you know, I'm not a party person at all. If you can see from the way I record my video, I'm quite introvert though. So this is something that I will try for 2026, just to be more socialized with people. Even though I still don't understand why they do this. Maybe it looks cool in photo, maybe. Interesting though. I don't get it, but it's quite warm though actually. I kind of like it though. It's warm. And I think they're trying to go by the rhythm of the music, but I'll go back to that kind of party later. Maybe closer to midnight if I manage to stay up until then. But yeah, just walking down. It's very, very crowded though, in the sense of I think a lot of people are out for this day. I'm a bit confused though. I read online and they say if you want a quiet, very chill New Year Eve, then just come to Cappadocia. It's quite a lot of parties. I mean, okay, now I start to imagine Istanbul must be much more than this then, because they say Istanbul is like a lot of stuff happening in Istanbul, right? And then they say if you want a quieter New Year celebration, just come to Cappadocia. For sure, there is a quiet part like this one, right? It's like a quiet part like this, but yeah, it's not only the quiet part though. There is also the fun part like that one as well. I don't know if you can see that from the video. I think there is a hologram over there. Say Happy New Year. Wow, a lot of stuff is happening though. It's so different from what I imagined though. I imagined a very quiet, like, calm, peaceful celebration. I like this one as well though. It's not just what I interpret when I read, article online about how they celebrate in Cappadocia. I I just did a bit of shopping of like some souvenir because I don't have so much time in town, so I did get some stuff there though, but they have packed for me, so I cannot show you what I got, but basically it's a cat keychain, and they give this for me to me for free as well. This is like a gift. Yeah, but yeah, the other stuff that I got was like cat keychains and like some magnet. If you have been watching some of my video, you would realize that I do collect fridge magnets and some keychain, just so that you know I remember where I have been so far. Wow, it's like everywhere. But interesting though, some of the flame has so many people dancing. Some of them are just like quiet. I don't understand. Maybe somebody just have to start a vibe, you know. Then people will start dancing. See, you can see there's a fire, and that is the you know the rocky mountain. It's quite cool though actually. And actually on that one there is a turkey pack over there. I'm just going to walk on the other side of the town just to see. This one is nice though, you know. You get a turkey flash at the back end. I like it now. Just to show you how close the Toll Hill is to the party. Just walk this road up there for like maybe 200 meters. That's a hostel. And here is the main area that they have the celebration. So basically I think this is the main area. I walk to that side of town, there's nothing much. I mean mostly there's some like music and dance, but it's for each restaurant though, right? But I think the main one is here, I guess. Yeah, so basically yeah, I just went back to hotel, took a shower, and then just change my clothes just for the new year. I want to start with white color for new year, so yeah, I think in half an hour they will start the countdown. So yep, I'll show you guys what do they do for the countdown here in Cappadocia. It was interesting, this spot an hour ago there's nobody at all, and now there's so many people pop up in this spot.
Oyununuza çalamıyorum. Sizlerden rica ediyorum oyununuzu bir yapın. Yani bir olun gençler. Haydi bir yanınız. Hırsız çaldım, kalbim kaldım. Yıldızlar bu nasıl olur aşığın sırılsıklam.
Look at how many people show me.